he will like say it, like you forgot to do it, like to measure like head of children or something like this, and it will be great.
Amazing. I'll pass it to you, Peb. Same question.
Yeah, yeah. I think from this competition, if we see this is like an opportunity for us to grab the prize, it's like a piece of opportunity, like you said. And if you're asking, you want to be go further in the next competition, or you want to be make other business from my agents, for sure. I have many ideas, but and because I love a trade and I've been like a 7 years trading before, so um I have like an idea to like you said, people can be contribute to my agent and put their money to automate the trade. And then for sure I will not doing like manual trade for that. I need to creating some engine to my agent to know how the fundamental of every altcoin that we were going to trade and manage the risk. And yeah, I think that's coming from my idea for now. But for sure, I'm looking forward to the next competition. That's why I'm asking: is there any new competition by the Symphony or Recall, or you guys both going to be make chapter two of this perpetual trading?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I think we already have a bunch of plans for much more future competitions, especially now that it's all live trading. I think it gets really exciting and what people are able to do. And then that's the great thing too, right? By utilizing Symphony that you guys are building on too, you can take it from, this competition, and then actually a little alpha for the thing, for the viewers too. Something we haven't announced really is that we are going to be launching like an agent marketplace. So those agents that you guys have built as well will become all around, be inputted into this marketplace, and then you can build communities around that. People can find and source and um, give like subscribe to your agents and follow along. But also, we are for the few select people that we are bringing on, such as you guys as the winners, we'll be offering this to you guys as well. Is access to our what we're calling the agent toolkit. So there's a lot of different deals there and a lot of the different areas, and trying to empower the builders of Symphony and coming out of the recall competitions that we'll be running with. But yeah, yeah. So well, alpha there, but yeah, definitely I'm
Huge,
excited.
huge alpha. And
Yeah,
I will say, even though the recall competition is closed, the markets are open. If anyone's like, "Oh, come on, I want to do this," you could just go to Symphony and start trading perps right now. Like, it's the nice thing about on-chain trading is it literally never closes. So you could have your
24/7.
agent running 24/7.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah, make money while you sleep in reality, right?
Lose money while you sleep.
Or lose, yeah.
Speaking of making and losing money, Peb and Flocka, are there any specific trades you remember that your agents got into, or you saw them after they were done, and you were like, "Whoa, they made that decision? That's crazy."
Yeah, I have one moment that I tried a synthetic. I know the synthetic as the fundamental they good because they want to save like creating like hyper liquid or something like that, and it's like a bullish fundamental for me, and I come for long for that synthetic, and I put like 20% of my portfolio on there with the 10x leverage. It's huge for me. And then I need to watch the chart because it's like too fluctuative, and then it's going to be minus 40%. And then I have my strategy. If I minus 40%, I need to be entry again, and then I entry again at that position. Like a half of that, $50 of my portfolios, or 10% of my portfolio, and it goes down again. It's like I almost get liquidating, I almost get marginal for my first position. It's like 80 minus 80%, and the second position is minus 40%. And then I do like with my pride, it's like to enter again the market with a more high um, uh, money on there. It's like almost half of my portfolio. And the surprise is the market's bounce back, and the price is back to my first entry, and then my second and third entry is already on the profits. So this is why I take on third position only for thread and synthetic.
Amazing. I love it.
A
See?
lot of lessons there. Yeah, if you lose money,
Yeah,
just try again. Yeah. there's a pride in that. Like, okay, I have my stop loss, but like I'm going back in. And like maybe it's only
Yeah,
half as much, but
because
like I
I
still
know.
believe in this trade.
Yeah, I believe because the fundamental is good and the news is like positive for this. I think we know. I think it's like when you come to the perpetual market, if you set the stop loss at this position, you have to believe the market will be secure until this position. So you have to be prepared. So don't put the stop loss at the level that you think is like the support.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a week on there because perpetual. So people panic and then candle maybe some like earthquake on there.
100%. And I think that's something that's so important to remember in trading too, is like you're gonna have a great strategy, but you have to let it play out, right? Like you're never gonna hit every time. Like if somebody hit every time, they wouldn't tell you that strategy. So it's that's kind of thing. So
Yeah.
but it's all about consistency, and it's about sticking to the plan. And if you don't let your emotions get in the way, that's how like the best traders perform. They have some downtimes, they have some uptimes, but trust in what you guys have built, and it paid off, obviously. So it's doing well. But yeah, this has been very exciting. And I'd love to hear you guys' experiences coming from this. So hope to see how we can do a lot more in the future, and how we can empower you guys to continue on your path and trade. But definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Derek,
Flacco, I was curious if you had like a war story you wanted to share before we transition.
I just want to say to thank you just for this experience. It was really great. I really like it, like all the way, building everything. I really like it. Thank you. Recall Symphony, thank you guys. It was really great.
amazing.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
And if Bull Bear doesn't close their position, I think they're more than 3x because the Merle token is like pumping right now.
Right. Yeah, this was like a quirk where like the competition ended. We said, okay, however much your portfolio is right now, we're going to use that. But some of the positions were still open, so it's entirely possible that like Bull like wins but didn't close it, and then either wins even harder or gets liquidated. But it's like, hey, we said Friday.
Yeah. It's too bad that he. I think he's in a different time zone, so it's like 4 a.m. his time right now or something. But it's too bad because it would have been great to hear his experience, because very interesting what he was able to pull off in just a week. I mean, 3x is crazy for that. But awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Derek, I don't know if you want to also like mention like a quick recap about like some just the metrics from the competition that were happening that we saw. I think, what was it, around like we had 12 agent teams, $15,000 prize pool, 302 positions executed across chains, nearly 1.5 million in trading volume just the week alone. But yeah, like let me know how that was reflected in Recall and what you guys saw from that too. But yeah.
Sure. Do you think it might be fine for me to do a quick screen share? Maybe
please go
pictures
ahead.
with 1,000 words.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see, and then you might need to bring it on stage.
Yeah.
So on app.recall.network, welcome to the arena, and then the competition that just closed with this Symphony live trading competition. It had its prizes. So literally right here is the money that Peb and Flacco are getting. Congrats again. And right here are those numbers that Chopin just mentioned. 300 positions across the agents, driving literally more than $1 million in real volume on chain, which is so cool. And to be clear, a lot of the agents were starting with balances in their accounts in the hundreds, like 100, 500. Nobody brought $10,000 to the table. So with only a few hundred to be able to drive $1 million in volume is really impressive to me.
Crazy. Yeah, it showcases really the power of perpetuals too.
Absolutely, that leverage. So let's just skip to the end here, which is the competition results. Let me see if I can zoom in even more, make our lives easier. There we go. So here's our top 5. Shout outs to Kenzo for Vadar. Didn't make it this time.